Hey, what is up everyone? Flash from Flash Hobbies, and we're finally finishing up our Super J build. I went in a totally different direction with this build than I thought I was. Originally I was going to use an extended chassis Rustler, but I ended up finding a new chassis and I think it worked out for the best, honestly. It looks pretty slick. It's really lightweight and I finally have it tuned, I think, to where I want it to. And unfortunately it's raining outside, so I can't get any testing footage as of right now. But as soon as I get some warm weather, I'm going to do some test hits with it and see what we're working with. But anyways, let's start with it. So you guys have already seen the paint job on this truck. Like I said, this is probably by far my favorite paint job that I've ever done. I went with the Proline body post. I have the little screw caps on it. I know it's not to scale, but that's fine. On the rear, I went with I just did a one post and I drilled through the body for that, so it's not too noticeable. But that's really it for the outside. You guys have already seen I used the Kyosho wheels, Hoosier 2.2s, Kyosho Scorpion rears, and Proline Prime wheels. So with the body removed, as you can see, this is a much better chassis, I believe. Yeah, it's really lightweight, so we'll start with the front and work our way back. We have 3D printed arms here that actually give you a different angle so that it lined up perfectly with the body. We have 8th scale shocks, both front and rear, and I have the front pretty tight, and it takes a lot to really bottom it out, so that should be good. And then also for rebound rate, it's really not going to go anywhere with how light the truck is. Again, the Proline mount went with a 20 kg servo, digital servo, so we have a lot of torque. We can turn really quick. Again, it's very lightweight. There's carbon fiber shock tower. There's just carbon fiber and aluminum is basically the entire thing of this rig, you know, except for the arms and a couple bits here and there. Using my FlySky radio, I went ahead and buttoned up all this wiring, and I used some of the axial wire guides that they provide to you. I had some extra ones, so I screwed those into the chassis. Just really give it a nice clean look. I did wrap the cord here so that just basically it wouldn't get in the way of anything. I have a cap pack that's built into this. We're running the Hobbywing Z-Run 120 amp ESC paired with this is an HPI 3.5 Flux Pro censored motor. And for gearing, we are running, I'm going to start with 86 on the spur and 18 on the pinion and see how that works out. I believe this should give it a nice zip. Here the rules are kind of different. Sometimes they do 2S, sometimes they allow 3S. I think generally on no prep it's 2S is what you're able to run, so we'll see how that turns out. Either way, it should put out a pretty decent amount of power. I don't run covers on this, especially since it's a drag car. I don't expect a lot of dirt and rocks to get into the gearing, so that's why I did just the one post in the rear. For the wheelie bar, we're running the Racing Innovations RCRI wheelie bar, which they are behind on backstock right now because of the COVID-19 virus. They only have one person in the shop working on these, so they're making them and shipping them. They're doing everything, so they have notice on there that they're behind on everything. And then finally, the chassis itself. This is the NTG, I forgot the name of it, but it's like a pro chassis, and I think it goes for like 120 to 140, really depends on where you find it. But it's really lightweight. I'm not the biggest fan of NTG, but I took a risk on them just because, well, I've never had an NTG chassis, so really just wanted to try it out and see what it's like. I really like the color of the purple and the black. Even though you can't see it, it's still a very nice color there. But that's really it, guys. I mean, like I said, it's ready to go. Oh, I also included an aluminum servo horn. I got rid of the servo saver and everything from that. But yeah, I mean, that's really it for this build. It was a long time coming. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it just with school and work and all this other stuff, projects kind of get pushed behind. So I'm trying to advance right now and get a lot of these projects finished, so I can actually take them out and use them. You know, they've just been sitting here for a long time. But anyways, guys, as always, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit notifications, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching Flash Hobbies.